welcome back to Living 757. Now, Patricia, we already know what March is about. I mean,
Yes.
we like to celebrate the NCAA tournament wins as well as International Women's Month, right?
That's correct.
Right, but what a lot of people also don't know is that it's Traumatic Brain Injury Awareness Month too. So our good friends, good legal friends over at Huffman and Huffman are here to tell us all about it. And let's welcome back to Living 757, John Paulson to the show. How you doing there, John?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Hi.
Doing pretty good, John. Let's get right into it. So I understand traumatic brain injury, also called TBI. It's what people call the silent, it's like a silent epidemic. Like, why is that, and what are the symptoms and the signs?
Right. It is a silent epidemic because we see a lot of these TBIs and obviously the motor vehicle crashes. A lot of our clients or patients don't even know they have them, to be honest with you. Their spouses or their partners might notice a little something off, some dizziness, some forgetfulness, but it really is affecting a lot of people, especially the people who get into these car crashes because, the airbag hits them in the head or they hit their head on the window.
Yeah.
They think they're fine, and then, a couple months later they say, well, I'm just a little off.
I got you. Okay. So, like a follow-up to that.
Yes.
Because I think.
So what are the causes that the symptoms of traumatic brain injury? Like, for example, if I'm in a car accident and I hit my head and nothing happened for 2-3 days, how can I recognize that I have some kind of issues? And
Right.
what's going to cause that?
Yeah, that's a great question. You're probably not going to see any symptoms for a few days. Unless it's, obviously very traumatic and you have a brain bleed or something like that. But after a few days, you may have some short-term memory loss or at least forgetfulness. You may seem dizzy. You might have that vertigo feeling. You may have some nausea. You may feel like you have to sit down quite a bit. So it's really important if you're having any of those symptoms, especially if you know that you hit your head in a car crash or a fall or anything else, if you're playing sports and you took a blow to your head, it's important to seek that medical care because, obviously the brain is the most vital organ you have.
Yes,
and
it
you
is.
really want to protect it.
Yes, John, and also if you didn't went to the doctor the same day of the accident, that's fine. You can go 3 days after.
Of course, yeah. I mean, the most important thing in all of our cases is to make sure that the client is getting proper treatment and that whatever injuries they have, whether it be a TBI or any other type of injury, that they're getting the proper treatment so that they're on the path to recovery.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
very important.
Yeah. So what are the risks? Like what are ways to reduce those risks?
Well, there's quite a few ways, and it kind of depends on what activity you're doing. If you're driving, there's some obvious ones. Wear your seatbelt.
Yeah.
Don't text and drive. Don't drink and drive. All of the obvious things that kind of what we talked about last time, defensive driving, driving safely. If you can avoid an accident, obviously there's no chance to get a TBI. So that should be your main goal when you're operating that motor vehicle.
So really quick, John, if you have had a TBI, like a traumatic brain injury, by another person, why is it so important to consult a personal injury lawyer, attorney?
Yeah, and that's the most important question to me. Like I said, the brain is your most valuable organ. You want to protect it. If you do suffer a TBI or some other type of injury like that, due to the negligence of another, you're entitled to compensation. Those kind of injuries are game changers, or they can be. They can affect not only your livelihood, your relationships, your job, everything. So when somebody else causes that, you're entitled to compensation, and that's what we're here for. To make sure you get that proper compensation.
Yeah, and that's also special. I mean, Huffman and Huffman, you guys are brothers-in-law, so we certainly appreciate what you guys do and how you can help people get through the traumatic brain injuries too.
Yes,
So.
thank you so much for your time today, and we encourage everyone to go and check their website.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yes, thank you
problem.
so much.
Thank you, John.